Hello students, previous class we had started with module 5, that is introduction to manufacturing control and automation. So uh, previous class we had studied about CNC, so we'll continue with that CNC as well as we will also study DNC, that is direct numerical control. CNC, as we all know, comprises of a computer which can perform various tasks. One of the tasks is it can be mediator to the machine and the user. User can give an input in the form of zeros and ones. The user will be giving input in the form of um, in the form of words, numbers, and that will be understood by the computer in the form of zeros and ones, and that will be interpreted by the MCU, uh, and will be converted into the current pulses and transferred to the machine so that the machine can perform a particular working application. So next is the DNC. We can say DNC is the improvised version of CNC itself. In simple sense, if you want to talk about DNC, when a number of machines are to be controlled, a single computer can control uh, all those machines. If I have to take an example, in an small scale industry, if three or four kinds of machines are there, first machine might be lathe, uh, uh, second machine might be milling machine, third drilling. Likewise, all these machines are controlled by a single computer where uh, job description is given in that main computer, and that description is converted into the readable signals which a machine can read and can perform the operation. So yeah, it was developed as soon as CNC uh, got a better hold in its application. So when CNC got implemented after 10 years, DNC got implemented, that is around 1960s. So DNC involved the control of a number of machine tools by a single mainframe, a single computer through a direct connection, and in real time the operations are performed. So a set of instructions are passed uh, to a particular machine, uh, which is controlled by the computer itself. So direct numerical control can be defined as the type of manufacturing system in which several NC or CNC machines are controlled remotely from a host or mainframe computer, or direct numerical control. The control of multiple machine tools are done by a single computer through direct connection between all those machines itself. There are several components of a DNC machine. You can see in the diagram also. First one is central computer. Second, bulk memory, which stores the NC part programs. Next is telecom lines, and last one are the machine tools. So here a central computer is controlled by operator. So he will produce a set of instructions to each and every machine, or in a further developed condition nowadays, DNCs are controlled um, by the modeling softwares itself. In modeling software, a particular model is prepared, and the computer only decides which machine should work on which component, what will be the sequence of operation. All those parameters, what depth of cut, feed, mm, spindle rotation, timing of manufacturing of component, lead time, all those parameters are tabulated by the central computer itself. In certain cases, we will be having set of instructions, set of programs that will be extracted by the bulk memory, just like NC system. In certain cases, where uh, if the central computer is not enough in cases where there are larger machines, or the number of machines are more than a computer can handle. In that condition, a secondary computer is incorporated to each and every machine, so that whenever instructions are passed to a particular machine tool, the secondary computer tabulates those instructions and sends the signal or controls a particular machine. So each and every machine has a particular secondary computer here. So it acts as a mediator. Along with that, it can reduce the burden on a central computer. So the instructions are passed with the telecom lines. In most of the cases, telecom lines are used, or nowadays wireless communication is also used, so that we can transfer the programs or the instructions to a particular machine. Uh, Next, that uh, that signal is transferred to MCU in 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 the cases where a single machine is to be used. A tape reader or peripheral arrangement also can be incorporated in a machine, where the MCU tabulates the signal given by the central computer and transferred to the machine tool, and the feedback of the process going on, a real-time process going on the machine, will be tabulated and analyzed by the MCU itself. And it will monitor, or it will uh, uh, it will give the instructions, so that if any errors are there in the system, that those can be rectified without consulting a central computer. So here the computer calls the part program instructions from bulk storage and sends them to the individual machines when required, and receives data back from the machines itself. This two-way information flow occurs in real time, which means that each machine's request for instructions must be satisfied almost instantaneously. Similarly, the computer must always be ready to receive information from the machines and to respond accordingly. The remarkable feature of DNC system is that the computer is serving as a large of a separate machine tools in a real time. Next, we will see the advantages of NC as well as CNC machine tools. First advantage, it can be continuously used um, for many hours, maybe many days, because there is no phenomenon of a fatigue, or a continuous usage error in like the manual or labor-oriented processes, where fatigue and errors will occur as the labor or the person who is operating the machine works for a particular duration of time which is not feasible. So such kind of phenomenon is not there. In certain cases, of usage of machines, uh, slight variation in temperature will affect the machining parameters itself. Because of that, small pit stops will be there while using the machines, but apart from that, there will be no stops while producing the components. We can use it continuously for the duration of time we require it to perform. Next advantage is programmed with a design which can be then manufactured in hundreds or even thousands of times. So single programming is done, and that can be used to produce any number of components, whether it is batch kind of production, whether it is bulk kind of production. each manufactured product will be exactly the same. So the biggest advantage of the CNC systems is each and every component will be produced exactly the same without any variation, unlike your manual process. Less skilled trained people can operate CNCs, unlike manual lathes, milling machines, etc. Of course, skill is required. The skill is only required to send the instructions or to produce a program or to design a particular model in a computer. Apart from that, the way manual things are handled, that kind of skill is nowhere required in CNC machines. It can be updated by improving the software used to drive the machines. So better performance is equally related to better software which we are using for programming as well as producing the instructions. So continuously there will be updations. So these machines are continually upgrading themselves for betterment of production of the components. Can be programmed by using different softwares. Many programs, just now I have told you, modeling softwares can also be used, like CATIA, PROE, and other softwares, um, which are basically used for modeling purpose. Can link up with the machine itself by using a mediator, and the model 3D model virtual image which is produced in a computer can be transferred to the machine itself, so that exact replica of the virtual component in a physical form we can produce. Simulate the manufacture. Nowadays, due to latest advancements in CNC as well as NC, before we pass on the instructions to actual machine, we have each and every parameter of that machine, like the spindle speed, feed, depth of cut, the distance between two centers if it is a CNC lathe, height of a table from the center, likewise different parameters. All the parameters are incorporated in the software itself. Virtually, a component is produced and is fed to a virtual machine which will perform the given instructions on the component virtually and produces a component. While in this process, if any difficulties are faced, if any errors are produced, if any clashes are there, those will be notified to an operator, so that further rectification in the process can in the instructions can be taken up. Again, after rectification, again simulation of the product or the component is done in that machine virtually, till this process is continued. This repetition of simulation will be continued till we attain 100% accurate virtual product. So after then only, after then, when we produce a virtual product in a complete sense without any problems, then only we can transfer the instructions to a physical machine so that it can produce the component without any hurdles. One person can supervise many CNC machines. This is the next advantage. In certain cases, for material handling, in conventional way, for material handling, a particular person was required. For feeding the raw material, particular person was required. For maintenance, particular person was required. Likewise, each and every machine, a particular person is required. In CNCs, there is no such kind of requirement. If an operator is able to produce a program for all those machines, so one person can control all the machines itself. So these are the advantages of NC as well as CNC machines. Next, we will see the disadvantages of NC as well as CNC machine tools. CNC machines are more expensive than manually operated conventional machines. This we had also discussed in the disadvantages of NC machine itself. So similar disadvantages are there. Uh, Old skills have been lost. So previous years, when CNC as well as NC were not implemented, craftsmanship was booming at a particular point of time, where each and every components were produced by a skilled operator, and this skill he used to gain after so many hours of working on a single machine on a single component. So it was not easy to produce a component in those days, as we have as we can produce nowadays. But the skills were improved of an operator, mm, whenever a particular machine used to he used to operate. Next, fewer workers are required to operate CNC machines. This is advantage also, and disadvantage which will reduce the demand of workforce required. Next, we will look into the applications of CNC as well as NC machine. Includes both for machine tool as well as non-machine tool areas itself. So CNC is widely used for lathe, drill press, milling, milling machine, grinding unit, laser, sheet metal press, working machine, tube bending machine, etc. Yeah, this CNC or automation process can be implemented to any kind of machine. Even for welding also, we can implement this kind of automation. Turning center and machining centers. We had discussed manual turning centers and machining centers in machine tool operations itself. Welding machines just now I've told. We can these can coordinate measuring machine, electronic assembly, tape laying, and filament bonding machines for composites can also be used in the form of automation itself. Next, we will study the classification of NC machine, or we can also consider for CNC itself. So, according to the type of power of drives, we can classify this NC or CNC machine. In that, first one is electrical. Nowadays, most of the CNC, almost 99% of the CNC machines or NC machines are electrical itself, because it is easy to use. We can control the speed very easily, can impart high amount of torque by having adequate amount of gearing arrangement. Hydraulic systems were there previously, and in conventional process itself. Hydraulic systems are used where high amount of torque is to be delivered, or in certain cases huge huge CNC machine is there, whether it is lathe, milling, or any kind of machine. Their power transmission is not adequate whenever electrical power is considered. In that condition, we are using hydraulic mechanism itself. Hydraulic mechanisms are also accurate, but cannot compete with electrical systems in the form of speed. Lying in between electrical and pneumatic, electrical and hydraulic, we have pneumatic systems. Pneumatic systems are faster than hydraulic but slower than electrical systems. uh, Even the torque also falls in the range of hydraulic and electrical systems. Next, we can classify this CNC NC according to the motion control systems of slides. We can have point-to-point system, counter or continuous path system. We will study them in the next slide. Next is according to the feedback system. The two systems of feedback are there, which you are aware of. That is open loop system as well as closed loop system. Next, classification is according to the access identification. As the access of the machine goes on increasing, the complexity of the machine also goes on increasing. It also adequately increases the cost of the machine itself. So 2-axis, 3-axis, 4-axis, and 5-axis machines are available nowadays in the market. So 2-axis, it is a simple kind of arrangement where x and y directional motions are there. This kind of system is used for milling kind of arrangement. CNC milling is used for 2-axis. 3-axis, x, y as well as z direction. 4-axis, Along with the translational motions, we have rotational motion also. Whenever angular cuts are required uh, on the component, we can have higher axis like 4 as well as 5. In certain cases, 6 axis also is used. So classification in detail we will see again. Based on point-to-point system, the dimensions given in point-to-point system are from one place to another place. We can take an example of the machine tools such as drilling, boring and tapping, etc. Cutter and the workpiece will be placed at a certain fixed relative positions, and cutter will be performing its operation. So whenever the motion is to be carried out from that place to another place, considering the reference of the previous position, dimensions are given to the system. Continuous path, second one, or countering system, is as it is said in this, it is a continuous path system. The path is traced continuously. Say for example, machine tools such as milling, routing, etc. basically involves motion of uh, workpiece with respect to the cutter while operations are performed. So the cutter position determines a 0 point. From that, the dimensions are given to the system itself. Next classification we had studied was the based on control loops. In that we had discussed open loop as well as closed loop system. Open loop system we'll study first. Whenever program instructions are fed into the controller through an input device, these instructions are converted to an electrical signals by the controller itself and sent to a servo amplifier to energize the servo motors. The primary drawback of this system is that there is no feedback system to check whether the program position and velocity has been achieved. If the system performance is affected by load, temperature, humidity, lubrication, etc., then the actual output could deviate from the desired output. Output in the sense we have a dimensional variation of the component produced. So that can increase the part rejections. So because of that, open loop system is not recommended in most of the cases. For these reasons, generally we use point to point system where the accuracy measurements are not critical. Why we are using point to point system is 0 point is set priorly, and that doesn't have error in most of the cases. So whatever dimensions we are measuring will be measured from the zero itself. So that can reduce the errors in open loop system. But for better performance and to reduce the rejections, and um, we will be using closed loop control system, which has a feedback subsystem. You can see that in the diagram itself. Flow of instructions will be from the CNC controller to the machine, as well as signals will be sent back to the CNC controller itself to monitor actual output and correct if any corrections are there. Any discrepancy from the programmed input systems use position and velocity feedback. The feedback system could be either analog or digital based on the equipment or the manufacturer. Closed loop systems are very powerful and accurate because they are capable of monitoring operations conditions through feedback subsystems and automatically compensating for any variations in real-time operations. So by this classification, today we will end our class. Thank you.